Okay. Right then, let's get cracking then. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So freaking Bitcoin. What the fuck's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Did you guys get into that trade yesterday that actually, that I posted? There was the confirmation play. There was the when I entered. I talked about it yesterday. Is fucking. I literally compounded on that position. It's like a 7-hour trade now. It's a fucking phenomenal trade there. On a Sunday. I don't like trading on the weekends, but yo, it's fucking mad though. So 7-hour trade on a Monday morning, and we haven't even got to midday. It is fucking. It's probably we're gonna start off of a good week, to be honest. Anyway, so what's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So fucking yeah, man, it's been a mad one. So I just want to give a shout out to who's on there, man. We got fucking Vegeta, Crypto Cruz, we got Fan Satoshi, Lone Wolf, Nick. We got fucking Nick, my man, David. Yo, David is back, dude. What's going on, man? I missed you so much, brother. Good to have you here, man. Hope things are well in the business. Hope things are well with the staff and your family. We got fucking Brandon here. We got T-Raw, Half Hustle, Jarrod. Let's fucking go, brother. I think Euros. We got T-Raw. You missed that. It's okay, brother. It's okay. We'll get into another trade. We'll find another plan. It's not a big deal. We got fucking Guna in here. We got fucking. Let's go. You still think that we'll see all new, seeing new all-time lows for crypto? I talked about it yesterday. I'm gonna talk about it today. It's like basically tools of institution in it, right? And it's a big one for you guys. This is probably one of the biggest alphas that you can ever imagine. We'll go through that at the very beginning. So hopefully that helps out with you guys going forward. Going forward when it comes to higher time frames. Really, really good for higher time frame. Can be useful for lower time frame too as well. But the focus is higher time frame. Reason why I'm talking about higher time frame is that when you got to zoom out sometimes. The problem is with us all, right? We're so fixated on that small little detail, that fine detail of just a smaller time frame, and say, oh, what the price is. And look, last week Bitcoin range bound across Monday. We played the whole Monday's range the whole fucking week, Monday to Friday. We smashed that out. There wasn't a single day we didn't get a trade. Fucking so swing failure pattern. I don't know. Jumper saying a swing failure pattern. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's 7R. No, 7R basically means if I risk $1,000, right, then like 7Rs is 7 times. So my profit is $7,000 there. So same like if you risk $100, it'll be $700 a move there. So cars here. Morning to you, man. I got Vinicius Gomez de Lima. That's a cool fucking name. That's a badass name. KRR. Is that what it is? KRR. KAR. Walaikum salam, Ed. Good to have you here. Uzair, we got the fucking whole crew, man. This is good. Tom's here. We got Joel Farrell's here. Kep, Cuffing the Dip. Fucking sick guy. What's going on, man? All right. So listen, we're gonna get cracking into this, right? Because it's quite a big one. Let me show you the Ethereum trade actually quickly. This is my Ethereum trade. Literally this. I entered here. And I'll talk about the Ethereum trade straight after we're gonna talk about the institution tools, and then I compounded here, and off we go. We'll talk about it in a moment, but let's fucking just talk about Bitcoin, because I think that's the key right now that everyone's more concerned about. Let's get a clean chart. There we get this chart. Let's get this chart. Yeah. All right. So we talked about it yesterday. Talked about it on Saturday. I'm talking about it one more time, and that's the end of that. Okay. So if you learned it, you learned it. If you didn't learn it, well, I'm sorry. Innit? There's nothing else I can do. I'm not gonna repeat myself over and over again. I think that's just like it's down to yourself now here. Okay. So you got to look at it this way, right? So I'm looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, right? We're gonna go a bit more higher in time frame as well, so we get see some candles and see how shit goes, right? And the key is this, right? So you got to think of this way. I asked yesterday, and I'll ask you again today, right? You see this move from here? So let's just get some fucking lines on this chart, right there. Yeah, let's get some lines on this chart. So you see this move over here, right? This whole thing. Fucking now, let's get a box instead. We get a fucking box. At least we can see what's going on. This whole thing is what we call accumulation, right? Can you see how price accumulated, right? Accumulation means the bigger guys, right? Not people like me and you, because we have $1,000 or maybe a couple of hundred. Even if you have a couple of $100,000, you're still a small guy. It doesn't mean shit. The big boys, right? The ones with the millions and billions, right? Potentially trillions, right? Have been buying around this area here, right? This is what we call an area of consolidation, or you can call it accumulation, because they were accumulating Bitcoin. After consolidation, you get the breakout. We was looking for a retest, never had a retest, a clean retest, but then sometimes it can happen so bullish, right? So from the initial breakout over here, this high there, That's how the support, because we broke those highs, took out this high again, and kept on going higher. And that's literally the breakout, and that's the retest, and that's the expansion move, right? Now, then we have a pullback, and then we have one more push up, and that's it. And that's the high, that the all-time high that we've got, right? So everyone's aware of what happened from 69k. We came down all the way to 17k, and it's fucking horrible, right? It's been horrible, and the key is a lot of people are now thinking, okay, with Bitcoin, like the noobs, like the everyday bellends, the everyday knob jockeys, and all these people, right, like, who thinks they fucking know shit, but they don't know fuck all in it, right? Just because you throw a line on the chart, or you draw, you post a chart on Twitter and say, and oh, I bought here. No, shut the fuck up. Listen, you don't know. What I'm saying is, right, I'm teaching you one thing, is that you gotta think like an institution. The question is, what is an institution, right? There's the complicated way, well, not complicated. There's the professional way, and there's the dank way. The dank way, right, really is, right, an institution is what these rich ass motherfuckers. We're not talking about fucking Elon Musk or Bill Gates or fucking what's his name, Michael Saylor. We're not talking about these guys. They're still poor, right? In my opinion, to these rich ass motherfuckers, right? They're the real institution. What is an institution? Let me explain to you. Let me show you how. Well, let me show you how. Let me show you what an institution is. Institution trading. And I'll get to Investopedia. Let me delete this shit here. Where's Investopedia? No. Let me write this down. I did institutional investor. Okay. Understanding an institutional investor. Okay. An institutional investor buys, sells, and manages stocks, bonds, and other investment securities on behalf of its clients, customers, members, or shareholders. Broadly speaking, there are 6 types of institutional investors. We've got endowment funds, commercial banks, mutual funds, hedge funds, pension funds, and insurance companies. As soon as you see insurance companies and pension funds, you know, like, these guys got some fucking peas near their borders, right? Because they're using clients' money to actually buy anything, right? Now, this is the key bit. This is an interesting bit here. Institutional investors face fewer protective regulations compared to average investors, because it is assumed the institutional crowd is more knowledgeable and better able to protect themselves. The key is this: they are more knowledgeable and better able to protect themselves, which comes down to the everyday plebs. You're not knowledgeable and you don't know how to protect yourself. How many people are using over leveraging themselves or over risking themselves? And listen, if you got a $1,000 account, in my opinion, you shouldn't be risking 20%. You shouldn't be risking anything stupid. Like, in my opinion, I think the safest bet is 2.5%. Build your account slowly, and that's how you're able to protect yourself. Because if you get stopped out, you get stopped out, and you lose just 2.5%. Then you gotta work it out, okay? But most people are looking at lower time frames. These institutions, they're looking at bigger time frame. They're they're not even one step ahead of you. They're fucking 70, 80 steps ahead of you. Fucking, they're the ones who make the Tyrone, like Nick says, isn't it? So, like, yeah, institutions are your fucking Tyrone. They're the ones who fucking slap your girl's ass, man. You know, for those who don't know what it is, we'll talk about it another time, about Tyrone slapping your girl's ass. Fucking hell, man. I've been smoking too much lately. Let me drink some water. So that's institution, right? Now, when it comes to institution, right, there's a few things. So, you know how I use Fibonacci, right? So, let me try and find this right. Fibonacci retracement, right? Yeah, Fibonacci retracement. Investopedia. Let's see what the levels of definition they'll say, right? Now, look at these levels. So, the retracement level stems from the Fibonacci sequence, blah blah. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Each level is associated with a percentage. The percentage is how much of a prior move the price has retraced. The Fibonacci retracement levels are 23.6, 38.2, 61.8, 78.6. While not officially, a Fibonacci ratio of 50% is also used. I use the 50, 25, 75, 100. I use a range bound environment and use equal level moves, like quadrants within a range. That's what I use, and I play it level to level. And as you can see, for many months, we're on fucking episode 48 now, right? So you guys have seen it for 48 times in a row. That fucking just play the same move over and over again, rinse and repeat, and it makes a lot of sense to me, right? And that's how I've been making my money, right? So the key is 61. I want to talk about 61.8% and 78.6. I called it 79%, but fuck it, who gives a shit? The nearest number is fine. 62 and 79. I like to make round whole numbers. It's just easy for me. I don't like pi. When someone says pi 3.142789666, I don't fucking know, right? But yo, listen, like it's 3.14, right? That's it, or whatever, right? But so I use easy numbers, right? 61.8 and 79%, right? These are the main levels, right? These are the sweet spots. They're the spots that if you want to buy, for example, right? Let's just say, if you want to, you've got a range bound environment, right? For example, like let's say from this high to this low, right? Yeah, from this low there itself, and like you said, like obviously we'd be focusing on this, right? We sell over here, and we looked, and that's the low, so we're looking to buy once we come into this area. So this is target 1, and then we go to target 2. From the mid range, we see we can actually hold above it, then go to target 3, and then target 4, right? We've done this many times, and it's just a rinse and repeat kind of thing. But this, you would think, and I do believe it's a range. It's a range bound environment, and I do like, you know, it's proven here. Look, this high itself, this cap the market is here, resistance, deviation, sell off, right? This low here, support, and then it's just been support over here. Once we get below, close below the range low, sell off, right? So it is a very pivotal point, and even the mid range, you can see the mid range itself. It has like it tells the story: support, deviation, sells off, deviates it, finds it. I think it gets above the range, deviates below the range, buys up, comes back down, holds the support, sells off, resistance, sells off. So the mid range is going to be key. So I was focusing on this range for quite a long time, for a very long time, and I've been talking about this range for God knows how long. But is this what an institution? You got to think like if you want to make peace, like Dang says, is the 62% the golden pocket? Yes, it is the golden pocket. For those who don't know what the golden pocket is, let's just talk about it now. Golden pocket. Let's look. What is the golden pocket? Fibonacci and the golden ratio, right? The Fibonacci, blah blah. Let's have a look. So there's a unique ratio that can be used to describe the proportions of everything from nature's smallest building blocks, such as atoms, blah blah. Okay, this is talking about like but the financial markets also seem to conform this. Okay, this is an important bit, such as atoms to the most advanced part. Start again. There is a unique ratio that can be used to describe the proportions of everything from nature's smallest building blocks, such as atoms, to the most advanced patterns in the universe. Like the unimaginably large celestial bodies, nature relies on the innate proportion to maintain balance, but the financial markets also seem to confirm this as the golden ratio. The golden ratio is derived from the Fibonacci numbers. I just want the fucking numbers. That's what I want to do. What? The golden ratio is, I think, is approximately 1.618, right? We'll call it 61.8, right? So that's the golden pocket. And if you were to have, like, I'll just draw that in. Let's put in 1.618. Let's put this here. 0.618. Okay. I'll have to do it the other way around. From this low to this high. And you can see this golden pocket, right? So, look at this golden pocket. I'm going to change this color, right? I'm going to make this as fucking, where is it? As red, right? Look what happened in this golden pocket shit, right? So when price comes down, comes back down from the low, right? Reclaims, goes above the mid-range, right? Comes as a deviation. The deviation, where did it bounce off? It closed within the golden pocket, this area here. And then that was your indicator to buy. You can put a stop loss below this low over here, and off we go. And that was the golden pocket, and that's a key ratio, and it's a very key level that a lot of newbies and not new traders who just learned a word called the golden pocket, and then use that a lot as well, which is very, very handy. I'm not denying it. I'm not going to diss it or anything like that. It's perfectly fine. But this is where you got to think one step ahead, right? You're thinking about golden pocket. I'm thinking way ahead of you guys. I'm going to being a fucking institution, right? I want to be ahead of the game. And how do I be ahead of the game, right? I start looking for that fucking 79%, right? But this is the thing is, right? Is this the fucking range? Is this the range I'll be looking for the 79% of the range over here? Well, not necessarily. Even here, I can show you. If I show you the 79 over here, let's just change that color to red, so you guys know what it is. Even here, look here, right? We come back down. Once we lost this low, come back down, deviates it, holds it, finds support. Already, you know, once you close into this range, you know, your stop loss is over here, right? If you want to have a wider stop, you can keep it there off this low. Or even range low. Range low is probably the safest option. Sorry. Yeah, let's not go aggressive. Let's keep it as range low, okay? You know that you got a thingy that you can enter the trade right there. Yeah, you can enter the trade right there. So your stop loss is over here. And then where you're targeting, first target will be mid-range. And from the mid-range, you take profits over here. And then you see if you can reclaim and hold above it and go up to this area to 75%. And then we see we can go to range high, okay? That's what we're looking for. But as we can see, we came to mid-range and then sell off. But it begs the question, is this really how institutions are playing? Is this what I'm talking about, right? Is this the fucking institutional mind frame that I've got to be looking for? No. You're still, like, even here, you're still focusing on this little price action over here. You have to remember, when I say zoom out, you gotta zoom the motherfucking out. No, when I mean zoom out like here. This is zooming out, right? Getting more data. And then you start saying, okay, cool. How do I pick the golden pocket? How do I pick a range? And this is where it comes with a bit of experience. So you can use this low here to the very high. And I'm just using just swing lows and swing highs, right? That's what it is, right? And I've got a range here. As I can see, the mid-range over here tells me, you know, a deviation. We close above it and we went up to high, 75%, find rejection, we bounce off it, come back up, range high. Comes back down and it literally bounced off this mid-range. Perfect there. It's a lot more cleaner and it makes a lot of sense there. Now, let's just say now, is this what institutions are looking for, right? Let me just add this in. Let me bring this over here so you guys can see. Now, the key is this 79% getting bought up? And look over here, motherfuckers. Right over here, the sweet spot. This is the low, that's the high. 79% is highlighted in red. And where did we bounce off? Right there. Right off there. Don't believe me? I will zoom in and show you that it literally went into it. So it was just above it, right? It's been a front run. I was looking to, so we're taking out these lows over here. So you see this low here? Took out the low there and bounced off it there. This to me now says to me, hang on a second, motherfucker. We closed above there. We closed above the fucking 79%, above the 25%, or the 75% of the range, and we literally had consolidated here, making new higher highs all the way there, and new higher lows, which shows to me we got bullish market structure. So already off the bat, right? If we were going to be institution, like if we're going to play this as an institution game, but where's your targets off this? Well, your target would actually, you can put a stop loss here, right? I mean, you're really, I'd say not even there. I'll probably keep it around here. Keep my stop loss there, or even if you want to keep a wide stop loss, and like institution will be playing it wide, very, very wide. They play it like because they can, and that's why they see how wide this is from there to there. That's because they don't over leverage themselves. They don't fucking over risk themselves. They protect themselves. They know where to place their stops. If you think like a fucking institution, you're ahead of the game, right? You're ahead of most of these plebs out there, right? Because remember, trading, everyone thinks they can do it. Everyone generally thinks they're a trader. Everyone is got that name trader on in their first name. I do. I think I can trade, but can I? I don't know. All right, you guys can tell me. But thank you, Elaine. Appreciate that, man. I see people using the 618 for TP targets. I don't use a C. Oh, the 1.618. Yeah, that makes sense. The 1.618 would be a take profit target. But like I said, I actually copy and paste the ranges and put another range on top of it, and that's how I play it as well. So how do you play this on lower time frame? But it's the same process. It's the same little process that you can do. But then the thing is, right, using that 79%, right, it's not always confirmed. It's not always a thing that you see on every time frame, on a smaller time frame, because on smaller time frames we got, let's just say that we got a range bound environment, right, and we're playing within this range, right? What happens in smaller time frame, we go from low to high, low to high. That's what we end up doing. We do this and we may have a deviation and then do this. So you can't really use the 79%. This 79% that I'm showing you guys is more on higher time frames to add confluence to your buys, add confluence to your sets of what you would do. So we know a few things now. We got number one, we were above the 79%, and guess what, motherfuckers? We're above this 200 weekly EMA. So that's two confluential thing, right? And it's the start of a good week so far, but we don't know. We'll see how it goes. So we can say already, right off the bat, where your minimum targets for us, right? Right. Number one, we see a reaction off here. Number two, we're going to see a reaction off this area here. And number three, we'll see a reaction off around here. And then, so it'll be like this. Something like that. And then come up to here, looking to go to the mid-range. What happens there next, right, will determine what's next. Do we reclaim the mid-range and hold above it? If we do, we go to yearly open, and then take out these highs up here, back into 75%. From there, reclaim this, off we go. This is the next set of targets, and then it'll be that. I'm showing you a very bullish chart. I'm not saying I'm mega bullish. We're gonna go all-time high. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying to you, this is what the potential play can be. And if that's the potential play, what do? We prepare for it. If you don't prepare yourself for it, well then I don't know, man. What are you even doing? You gotta ask yourself, what are you doing if you're not preparing? If you're not able to flip your bias and look at any given fucking moment, right? Let's just say, right, we come up to here, to this area here. I'm just saying, we're bullish all the way here. How many mans at this area here will start thinking, yeah, we're going to all-time high? Every single fucking play. But easily we could just do this, break down, and then sell off, and then come to wherever. But I don't know, fucking here in this area here, 14, 13, 10k. I don't know, but it could do that. You have to be able to actually read the market and flip your bias at any time. We do that a lot on the day, when we do day trades, which we've seen throughout the last week. We were playing shorts and longs every single fucking day. We took a couple of live trades. I posted a trade or two on Twitter, and if you guys followed it, you guys would have made some money out of it. So it's literally just playing whatever you got. That's all it is, right? So that's a big ass tool that you guys have in your arsenal. It's all about building this arsenal of yours. So when you come into trading, right, and I'm not around and I'm dead, and like you don't need to rely on Denk's daily trades on a fucking Monday to Friday at 10:15 UK time. You'll be like, all right, Denk's dead. Fuck this. Let's do this. And you know exactly what you're talking about. Because why? I've been teaching you guys all this alpha that will be beneficial for yourself. It's nothing for me. I don't gain anything out of it. All I want to know is that you guys are making some peace. You know, that's all it is. Okay? So 49 watching, 69. Yeah, smash up the fucking likes, man. Come on. Don't be a fucking puddu, man. I'll give you fucking alpha and I get fucking 18 likes. You fucking ungrateful fuckers. I'm messing. But yeah, let's smash the likes, man, and give me some support from that. Because when you guys show me some support, I keep on giving more. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that. You're welcome, Dank. It's all good, brother. So Nick is saying 1 minute. Let me get a sig. Nick is saying, if you had a $500 account to trade with, what would you define as acceptable risk per trade? 2%, 5%, and then you say agree 5% risk or 500, so that's 25, and you lose the first trade. We'll talk about that, Nick. Right? Like we'll talk about that in detail in an educational content that's coming out soon. I've actually been planning. Like I know what I'm talking about that one. With a $500 account, right? It depends on. So what I was doing. Personally, I'll tell you the truthful thing, how I play this. What I was doing when I was actually trading and learning how to trade and using risk management. My first fucking $1,000, I was trading off a 10% risk. I'll be honest with you, $100, right? So like, well, to be honest, I started off with $200 account, and I've liquidated that account many times in the early days in 2018. Let me check to you guys. Yeah, I liquidated the account many times in 2018, and what happened was I just came with $200. It was affordable. I mean, yes, when you lose $200, still losing $200, but it was affordable. But at the same time, all you need is fucking 8 trades, right? Fucking 8 hour trades, and you're already fucking at $1,000. Takes a little while, but really it comes down to this: is how good are you? Do you know your shit? If you know your shit, then yeah, fine, do the 10% risk. But even then, it was a risky move. But I'd say at a $500 account, yeah, probably go 5. Like 2% is small. 2% is really small, and then to grow that, some people don't have the patience. But it comes down to, can you afford? If you lose, let's say you lose this $500 today, right? And over the next couple of weeks, right? Next week you lost it. It's middle of August. Can you afford the next $500 next month? That's the important thing. If the answer is yes, then fine, do the 5% risk. If the answer is no, do the 2%, 2.5%. Morning, Gandalf. How's it going? Thank you, Bam Bam. Thank you, Mafia. Appreciate that. Morning, bro. 4:30 US time, heading to the day job. Oh shit, dude. What do you do for a living, if you don't mind, brother? Would you be down to do a $500 to $10,000 challenge? I don't really do challenges, to be honest. I think they're kind of dumb because like I've done my challenge when I was at the very beginning. So why do I do these challenges again? Um, it's a show off. I think it's a show off. Because look, right, the way I see this, Cap, right, like, I'll be honest with you. If I do if I do a $500 account and I make it to $10,000, it makes everyone believe that everyone can do it. But the real fact is, no, you can't do it. There's a lot more to it. Because you might see my posts, you might see my posts on Twitter, my videos on YouTube, be like, oh, you know what, if Dane can do it, I'll do it too as well. But it's now becomes a bit more of a financial advice day in a way, and I don't like that. I don't like this idea that I'm showing you guys I can do this, right? Look, if I want, for example, I can make look. You have to bear in mind, I did $200, right? From $200 to the numbers I am today. It took time. It took a long time, a lot of liquidation, a lot of hard process. But it's one of those ones. If I start doing challenges, then it becomes like, yeah, it's good for likes and subs and whatever. But I believe in my honest opinion, it's I'm setting traps for new guys to lose money. So would I do it? No, I wouldn't do that kind of stuff because I don't want to set traps or anything. I don't want to hear that, oh, someone actually got inspired by this video, by this post that I did $500 to 10,000 or 100K or whatever the numbers you want to say, and like oh, if I can do it, let's do it. Let's be the same. I try and copy his trade, and it's not about copying. It's like because I'm gonna be taking so many trades behind the fucking scene, and then the moment I'm not around doing a live video on trades and stuff like that, that's when you start losing it one after another. So you get what I'm saying? Like I'm not here to actually. I don't need to show my skills that I can do this challenge. I know I can do this with my eyes closed. No fucking offense, but to be honest, I made a 7-hour trade on a Sunday. Who fucking does that on a fucking Sunday? I posted it on Twitter when I entered, like shortly afterwards, and I even posted a plan on when to enter. You know what? Let's talk about the fucking trade right now. That's my fucking like. Look, let's say that it was $500, right? And I did a 10% risk, which is about $50. That's $350 right there. I've done 500 to 850 over Sunday. Fucking who does that? Fucking, that's not normal stuff. There. So let's do a quick recap on it. Right, the recap is this. Did my target hit yet? Not yet. Gonna see this. Now, I posted this chart, right? And I'm seeing that price is stuck into this range, right? This high and this low. This is capping the whole market up there. And you can see quite easily its resistance. Well, that's the high and the lows over here, where the blue line is. You can see that deviation here, find support, and we have a deviation here. This to me and this here shows me this is a lower high. The moment we step back into it, because we were finding choppiness around the monthly open, and the monthly open was here. We're finding choppiness, and we couldn't get in. We couldn't break above it. We found a deviation, resistance, resistance, resistance. We finally smashed above it, and we got back below it. And I was like, all right, cool. So to me, at that very moment, right, that happened, right? Like I was playing the short game. I was playing the short game here, right? I literally, I took a trade right at this around this area here, and I had my stop loss there, and I played it around to here off this area of consolidation here. I played it around here. I cut the trade, and I made a tweet right there and then. And I said to you guys, ETH and BTC is looking quite bullish, and I can show it to you right here as fucking Twitter. Where's Twitter? I've got Twitter. Denk. It's over here. Delete this shit. Where was it? Yeah. On the 5th of August, 10:55 p.m. Generally think this is the low. Generally think the low is in for the month on BTC and Ethereum, right? And that was, what day was it? Fucking the 5th, right? The 5th at 11 o'clock at night, and the 5th was here at 11 o'clock at night. Well, I think 10:55 was over here, right? That's where it was, right? So I posted, and I was glad that I actually jumped over here, right? So I posted that. Now, once we took out these highs here, I'm like, all right then, and he retested the mid range, potentially looking at the monthly open and reclaim them. Reclaim over here. It's a long, right? So I entered here. I had my stop loss here. My target was up there, and I made this plan. I made the plan. It was really, really clear to everyone else there on Twitter. I'll show you guys. Fucking right here. Right here. And I said, this is the consolidation. Once we get back up above, hold the consolidation, then we can say the target's over there. Okay? So the plan was already there for anyone that's thinking it. So you can see, let me delete this, and literally just focus on this area here. So this is the consolidation over here. You can see. And look what happened. If I were to delete all this, let me hide this first for a second. And you can see. You see this, right? We've got a resistance over here. The moment this candle here opens up like that, right? It closes. Sorry, it closes above. It's a smash above that box, that consolidation. You could have already entered with a stop loss below the below this box here, or if you want to keep a wider stop over here, you could have entered there and make the piece up there, and you would have been happy, right? You would have been really happy about that, and it was giving you confirmation. But I'm a very aggressive trader. I'm very different, and that's why I don't like showing these things, like, you know, like the $500 to 1,000 or 10,000, whatever you want to call it, or $1 to like $10,000. I don't want to do that because I'm very aggressive. If I start showing all my trades, you're like, yo, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna enter here. But no, there's a reason why I do all this. There's a reason why I enter a trade. There's a confluence meaning behind it. Look here. Do you know when we talk about the golden pocket? Let's see what the golden pocket's saying over here. I didn't even look at it. Where is it? Let's delete this. Let's put 0.618. I bet you comes into it. Motherfucker, wrong one. Control Z. It's the wrong fucking graph. Let me do another Fibonacci from this low here to this high there. Right, approximately, that's right. Oh, anyway, it's around here. Doesn't really matter. 618, and look where it comes down to. Even the 618. Let's make this better. Let's make this a lot more neater. I want to make this neater. So my range, right, was the low on this. I want to show you that it doesn't always work, and you got to be a bit careful about it as well. That 618, all these numbers, like once you know how to use it, like and you see it, it becomes a lot of sense. So the high on this one was what? The high on this coordinates becomes at 1784.79. Right, so that's that. We can use go on the hourly, right? And let's change this color to red so everyone can see what's going on. And you can see we didn't even touch this at that golden pocket, that 618 level. So if you were looking for that 618 level, doesn't work. It didn't work there, right? If you had buys there, it wasn't going to work there. What happened was we had this block over here. You see this block over here, and that was holding it at support at the moment, and we had little dips there. And I bet you if I do a Fibonacci, the mid range of that, right, that was the key point, and that's where we wicked into. I bet you that. Let me do that right now. Actually, I have a feeling that's what happened. Yeah, well, closes below and whatnot. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so to me, right, was that monthly open was the key, not the 618 level, right? You gotta know when to use it, when not to use it as well, right? So you gotta have. It takes a lot of. It does take a little while to actually to get it, but once it makes sense, it makes sense. Anyway, so we held above there, and I entered right here, right? Had my stop loss over here. Once we came back above, this is the consolidation that we had, right? Let me just move this around. On 15 minutes. Right, you can literally see this consolidation over here is where price reacted off it. Price got up, came back down, shot up one more time, and it came back down. I entered here, right? Now I brought my stop loss to here. So I brought this stop loss that was originally over here, right, down over there, and I brought it over here. And I now compound my position, right, over here. Why? Because this, to me, looks like a deviation of the mid-range, right? And at the same time, where did we come to? What did we come into? Let me show you. Let me delete all this. We've come into this area here. You see this area here? We've come into this area here, bounced onto it once, coming out, kissed it, and to me, when we kissed it the first time, that next 50 minutes, on the 5 minutes, I was looking for an entry. I entered in, I knew I was right. Off we go. Here we are. Now we're coming to some sort of consolidation. You can take some profits over here, not a problem. It's literally, I mean, yeah, you can take some profits there. We've taken out the high off here, and now what happens next? Do we come back down, play it back down to fill out all this inefficiency, and then hold above it, and then go up higher? We don't fucking know, but it's been a fucking good start of the week, and that's the recap. That's what it is. Nothing else to it. So that's the recap of the trade. Does that make sense, sir? Morning, Cryptique. Good to have you. Yeah, Panastosh is right. Guys, nothing is certain. It's all probability. It's all about increasing your probability. And you got to know. Look. We talked about Monday's range. And we played Monday's range, right? And you could have played this range like continuously. You can still play this range there. And it would have been no problem. And you would have actually literally made money off this Monday's range. Like even throughout the weekend. Let me close this. Like that. Let me just... There's a lot of lines here now. It's kind of fucking bugging me a little bit. Right, so let me just draw some lines here. This is the high. This is the mid. And this is the low. You could literally have done this now still. And now let me delete all this. There we go. And you can literally see it play up, down. And this is what we literally played. We played this run. I didn't give a shit about all this deviation of it. I didn't give a damn. I wasn't focused. And I was saying this over and over again. I didn't give a damn about 26, 28k or 12k or 10k. I didn't give a flying crap about it, right? I just saw the price was range bounding. I'm playing that range bound game. I'm gonna make my piece. I made a fucking good ass fucking, I think what was 40 something R I made out of it. Again, so you risk $1,000. That's what 440. I think I walked away 46, 47. I don't know. So, but something like that. And I just played the range bound. And literally now. What happened over here on the weekend, right? The weekend comes into range low, Monday's low. You could have entered here with a stop loss over here, playing to mid range and range high, and you would have made all your targets there. This alone is a fucking good trade, to be honest. I didn't even take this trade. I don't know why. I was just focusing on Ethereum. I really was focused. That's a fucking dumb move to do, actually. Dang, you're fucking better than this. Even if you enter around here, let's say, right? And your stop loss was here. How much of a fucking move, boss move is that? It's a 5.28 move. Fucking hell, is it? Missed out on that one, dang. It's a bit of a dumb move there. Being a bit too comfortable. Oh well. But yeah, and that's it. That's really it. Now we got a so looking at BTC, I mean, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That's all I can say, really. It's just madness upon madness, really. Okay, I need to start tidying up some of this shit now. So if I go to the 1 hour. Delete this. I don't need this. I was looking at something else. And to me already, like even Bitcoin right now, where is it looking to go? It's going to range high. Right here. I mean, okay, let's break this down. Delete this, man. Come on. Yeah. So looking at this, let's make this a bit more simplified. So we found support this. Don't need that. Right. So this was a leg that we're playing, right? So we're talking about this leg for quite some time, right? This was like 3 weeks ago. It was high. 3 weeks ago it was low, right? And it's a range bound. And all we've done, we played in this range over here, from the mid to the high. This is the area we were playing at, and that's all we did. Okay. Now, like I said to you, I didn't give a shit about anything else. I didn't give a shit about lower prices. I didn't care about this area. I didn't care about this area here or this low here. I didn't care about that. I did have plans, but the focus was all on this range here. Literally, we played this range. And I was saying this deviation over here, if we were to break down below it and find resistance, I'll go down. Because the reason why I was back in this blue box hasn't been broken. It was a key significant point. And the fact is, right, if that's the case, right, then fucking play the game as it is. I don't give a shit. So it is what it is. Now, 2 things now. Number one, we're above, we're above the mid range, right? So we're going to range high, targets here. Looking to squeeze into this area here, this area of consolidation. Then we see what happens. Do we come back down below it, or do we, hold support, break up, and show higher prices, and off we go, and that'll be a long confirmation to the next target, or do we, come back down and see what happens at the monthly open? This monthly open has been a pivotal point. Okay, it's an SR in its own way, right? Want to see? I'll show you. And that's an SR. The monthly open starts choppy around it, deviation, resistance, deviation, resistance. But now we finally smashed above it. We now made a new all-time high on the monthly, right? And the question is, if we come back down, what do we expect? If it was resistance before, and we flip support, flip resistance, we're now thinking that it's going to be support. So if we were to do this, no problem, hold above it, and off we go. This target and go up a lot higher. That's what we got to do. Make sense? I had a good weekend, John. Actually, it's been all right. Sunday was okay. You know. But yeah, Sunday I chilled with you guys, man. Saturday was nice. I got to chill with you guys. Got a fucking all-time high. You know how it was. It was a good little moment there. Taking full TP on range. Yeah, I always take full TP, man. Like I always take TP. I set targets on the way there, but like I like to keep my trades a bit open in a way that I monitor what happens. So, well, I know Bitcoin's breaking down there. Where do we come into? Let's have a look. So we got. Nah, we're gonna go higher. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go higher. We're gonna go into this area. I'm certain that this is what's gonna happen right off this area here. That's where we're gonna go into. And then this over here, when Bitcoin comes into here, I'll start taking TP off for Ethereum, and then if it breaks down, then I can go short and go down there. So we got plans. I mean, we can make plans. Although we had a big pump. What's happening to Ethereum? In this area, that's okay. Not a big deal. I'm calm. But yeah. But yes, let's do the BTC plan, because we've done the view. The view is really simple. It's the start of the week, right? So you want to be a bit careful. We want to establish what Monday does, and then we have a range to play off tomorrow. Okay. So in the meantime, we know that we've got levels to actually play around, which is the monthly open. If it comes back down, holds above it, we know that's bullish, right? Because then this will now be entry above the 75% of the range. Off we go to range high, and whatever the deviation is, stop loss is over there. Then we also got this fin area that we've got, which I'm expecting price to come into this area here to come down there. So we know what's going to happen. We have our probabilities. Now we're going to increase the probabilities in terms of looking for a trade. Okay? Any questions? 47 grand from 1 grand is insane. Yeah, it's 1 grand risk in it. And I'm risking $1,000. I don't really care about risking more than that now. You get to a stage where whatever well, anyway, you get to a stage where like trading is a game. It literally is a game. It's like, it's about who's willing to get killed, right? For me to make your money, for me to make my money. I'm here to take out all these, and that's the way you gotta think about it. If you guys put in your mind that you're the one to take out everyone's money, it's a battle. It's always gonna be a battle. T-Raw, Elaine, Dank, Bam Bam, Crypto Cruise, Car, Amma, John Caboose, John. You guys are battling for my money here. If I'm longing, for example, I'm longing and you're shorting, right? You're shorts. Like I'm taking out your liquidity. I'm taking out liquidity over here. This highs over here. I'm taking out liquidity in here, up here. I'm looking to take out, and if you place your stops around here, for example, I'm taking your money out. That's what it is, and that's the way I see it, and that's the way you gotta see it. If you look at it this way, it's a fucking battle. It's always gonna be a battle. Life is gonna be tough. It's a horrible way to look at it. As don't get me wrong, I don't like looking at crypto or trading as an idea to take people's money. It's not a nice gesture. It's not a nice feeling. But like Elaine saying, it's a competition versus other participants. But the biggest competitors is yourself. You've got it exactly nailed on the fucking spot. Shout out to Elaine, man. Elaine's fucking on it today. But you literally gotta fucking stand your ground. When you have your confluence, you have your idea. How many people are short right now? You tell me. They've been talking about shorts for a long fucking time. 20k, 17k. Oh, sorry, not 20k. From like 21k, they were looking at 17k, 15k, 12k. These numbers were fucking horrendous. Like, don't get me wrong. Like in a full bear market, I can see it's coming down to 10k to 12k. I can see that happening. But I played the game how it is. Look, I'm here to take your money, and I don't give a shit. Because when I go to the bank and I'm buying myself fucking bread to feed myself, right? Like, that's my money that I fought hard. You know what I'm saying? You can only win if you play 100% Bam Bam. And the thing is, right, how many people of us, right, think that we can win this game? A lot thinks that we can actually do this game and it's an easy game, but you learned it the hard way. In the bear market, it makes you either are made in the bear market or you're broken in the bear market. Fortunately, Well, fortunately for us, most of us are broken from the bear market, so we know that's easy money coming. So when we start going up for higher highs, do you remember we talked about these fucking plans? Let's go on the 1 day. We're talking about going up all the way. This chart here, right? Remember we talked about going up to here. We already know, right, is that in this area of consolidation, this area here, right, we're gonna start taking profits in this area here because we can all like in this area here. If we come, I'm saying if. How many people in this area here are still gonna think all-time high, 90k, 100k, fucking I'm gonna buy Lamborghinis, I'm gonna buy fucking Ferraris. How many plebs are we gonna take their money? I don't give a shit. I'm taking your piece because you don't deserve it. I do. I fucking worked hard for it. You do. You fucking worked hard for it. You guys are hitting every day. Any chance getting SE on? SE's a busy man, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's not an easy guy to get a hold of him to get onto a stream. But I can see when he's available as well. But literally, look, if you want SE, go on his stream. Honestly, Brench, if that's what it is. But like, I'll bring SE on when I can bring SE on. That's the honest truth. Can we short now? No, I'm not shorting. I'm still in my long, so I don't want. SE's not my blood brother, but he's my brother. He's I'll die for the guy. Like literally, I'll do anything for the guy. I am here today because of him, right? All that I've learned, literally, I'm gonna shout out to SC. Fucking the man taught me everything that I know about trading. Every single secret, every single alpha, everything that I do. Like yes, I have my own system, right? He has his own system. We're different traders. He was talking for example, I think he had some he was looking at shorts or whatever, going to 22k or something like that. I think his target hit. His target definitely hit. But in the meantime, I was playing that range band, smaller time frame kind of play. So yeah, SEXO main, they are 100% SEXO is definitely one of the legends. But you gotta admit though, let's be honest though, SC is the motherfucking GOAT. There's no one else who's a GOAT like him. You know what I'm saying? So that's like, well, did you learn from his paper? Yeah, I did. I spent 4 years, man. 4 years. I'm still in his pay group. I'm still in it. I can't really show it because that's paid format. Paid format. So I can't bring this onto the thing. Otherwise, I'd like if I like had well, I can't really show this because none of you guys have paid for it. So, but yeah, I'm in his paid group. I've proved it to you. I can show it to you. I'm still in it. After 5 years, I still pay for it. I don't really look at it to be honest. Type in trader SC. And that's his private one over there. But yeah, I don't really use it because I'm my own trader. But at the same time, the funny thing is most of you guys don't even know about SC. He's actually a forex man, you know. But he's the GOAT when it comes to crypto, 100%. So yeah. Anyway, SC's king also shows how good a teacher he must be when you watch Dank and Excel. Thank you, man. Thank you. You know what the funny thing is? I'll be honest with you. There's a lot of students that come out of SC, and you gotta look at it this way. It's like it comes down to you as well. There's many names that I can bring up. Like there's Trader Crypto George. There's NJ. There's a bunch of names that was from SC, but are they good? You know, are they good? Like. And SC now, like, he's not the same as he was before, right? Back in the early days, right, he had a lot of time where he was teaching us a lot of things, but it's not like you have to remember the guy has made millions, right? So it's gonna be a very different style that he's gonna actually do. So by all means, if you want to join his pay group, I don't get paid for this. I don't get no affiliation for it. By all means, it's all entirely up to you. It's $100. I think it's $100 a month, and yeah, so you got his pay group there. SC's the GOAT. You always top student. I don't know. I would. That's not for me to say if I'm his top shooter or whatever. I still think there's a lot to learn. I still think that you know there's growth. It can always grow. I can always grow. I don't want to stop. £80 a month, I believe. I think it's £80 a month, but like it's about $100, something like that. I don't know how much I pay, bro. It just comes out of my fucking account every month. It literally just it's one of those ones. Listen, I'm in this pay group. It doesn't matter. But that's it. But fucking, let's get back to BTC. Looking at plans now. Because we're just freaking sidetracking over here now. So what do we do now? So we know we got in this range, right? So gonna keep it quite nice and simple on a Monday, right? Because it's a Monday. I don't like over trading too much on a Monday. I don't like doing too much on a Monday and looking for high setups on a Monday. I don't know if you guys have noticed, Mondays lately has been a massive pump on a Monday. So SC's old videos is much easier to follow. For 100% his old videos. Yeah, like have you noticed, Amma, that like his older videos to these videos that he has now? There's a difference in how he is, like how he talks. Because you know, when you've been in the game for 11 years, it's repetitive. You're repeating yourself over and over again, and you sound. I think it comes to a point you sound like a broken record. So it just becomes a bit of a pain. But anyway, guys, I know I'm promoting SC's group, but mine's coming out soon. And just to let you know, I think I'm gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna be $125 or $100. It's gonna be a Discord thing as well. So what I do on YouTube, obviously, gonna be a lot more bigger. So there's gonna be more alts and more things as well. I'm gonna be more accessible to you guys on Discord as well, and we can actually, I can help you trade the ranges, SRs, and all that bullshit. So I don't know, but like it's kind of like I'm in the stages of making a website and shit like that, plans and whatever. So that's coming. I think around end of August. Around end of August, I think it'll be around that time. Just to give you a heads up. We're talking about fucking pay group in here. I might as well plug my own shit. I plug everyone's in, right? It's my turn to plug some shit. So fucking thanks, Dan. Around end of August, around that time. That's when I think that's when I'll be doing it as well. But I will cap it though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna cap it to, I believe, either it's gonna be 50 people or 100 people. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna cap this. I'm gonna cap this for a little bit. The reason by, did he made a group? Fucking FMG, good guy, man. Good on him. I'm really happy to hear that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna cap my numbers to about 50 or 100. I'm not too sure. You guys tell me. What do you think? What do you think is best? Because what I want to do, $100 a month. It'll be $100 a month or $125 a month, which is like 100 quid, £100. But what I've been looking to do is like being, what you see is like I'm gonna be at my desk more often than not. So you guys, like, even during the Asia sessions, during American sessions, fucking UK sessions and whatever, you know what I mean. But like we'll talk about it. I think it'll be I don't know if it's a first come first serve. I don't know. I have to plan that out. But it will be about 50 to 100 people maximum. 100 people will be maximum, and I will cap that for a little bit, right? Just for, because I've gotta see that when it comes to a private group, right? The way I see it is that I've gotta adjust myself, number one, because now I need to always understand. Yes, I'm talking to you guys on a stream, but I can fly through it quite quickly. But at the same time, if I've got a group, right, and now talking to you more on a one-to-one level or as a smaller group, a more condensed group, people who actually really want to learn, right? And questions will come left, right, and center. So I need to be able to answer that and help you grow. You know what I'm saying? That's the mission, is really to help you guys grow, to become more of a profitable trader. So you guys in the next bull run, whether it's in 2024, 2025, I don't fucking know, but by that time you guys will be a pristine, a very fucking prestigious trader, and that's the aim. Because I'm at this stage, my aim is this, right? It took me, I'm going to 5 years as trading, right? I'm going to 5 years of trading. I want to get you at my level in half the time. That's the aim. So if you can be in my level in 2 years time, or even a year's time, happy days. When the bull run comes, we'll fucking kill it. You know what I'm saying? Most low, as I said, put me on the list, Thomas, and let us know when we can sign up. Yeah, bro, honestly, I will actually post this up. I'll post this on Twitter. I'll post this I'll tell it on YouTube first. I think YouTube has been the most loyal people ever. I met all of you guys through YouTube as well, so I will start with YouTube first. And I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Well, we'll see. But please put me on the list. You could do like a pre-sign up list or something. Yeah. You might as well put, I think, everyone, one of you guys. You know what? Fucking do me a favor. On Twitter, right? At TraderDank. If you are interested, just send me a DM, right? At least I know, and send me a DM. So you're interested, and give me your email address. At least I know I'm gonna give you guys the priority over everyone else after. If it does happen that I got 50 people here, then it's fucked in it. So the ones after is gonna be fucked over. So you know, yeah, YouTube family first, 100%. And that's the thing is it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be mad. And what I'll be looking to do as well is, like, on a monthly basis, is actually get one of you guys to come down or some shit like that. Whether you're in the UK or outside the UK, come to London or whatever, or even Birmingham. Flights paid. We'll have a dinner, something like that. I don't know. I'm already getting DMs right now, actually. Shout out to that brother. I know who he is, and you know who he is. Okay, a second one now. Fucking appreciate that, man. But yeah, For real, like it's gonna be like and yo, the PS5, we're gonna do the fucking PS5, man. We have to do the PS5. I talked about it. We have to get a PS5 as a gift to one member every single month. I think that's a fucking lit gift as well. It gives you the incentive to actually, you know, like look, this is not a fucking a scam or nothing like that. I do give a shit, you know what I'm saying? So I can help. Yeah, thank you, Nick, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But yeah, get in touch with me if you guys want to help out and whatever. Get in touch with me and stuff like that. But we can go from there. But anyway, let's fucking talk about fucking Bitcoin, innit? Let's make a plan, innit? We need to make money before we even spending money on a pay group, yeah? Look, Salah, if you want to start following me, you might as well start following me now. I'm gonna make a pay group. I'm gonna be honest with you. My content will still be the same on YouTube. It's gonna be honestly, I'm gonna do this every single day. What happens with pay group leaders? They either become less active on Twitter and less active on YouTube. But no, that's not gonna happen to me. I'm still gonna do my Denks daily trade Monday to Friday. I'm still gonna do like the free stuff. This is all gonna be free stuff. It's always gonna change. That's not gonna change. But the pay group is, look, if you want more out of it and you want to learn how to trade, it's you guys wanting to learn. So it's not for everyone. I understand. Not everyone's gonna be happy about it. But at the end of the day, look, if you want to learn, you learn. If you don't want to learn, then whatever. You know what I'm saying? So no, no need to tell him to buy. Hopefully he stays in it. But end of the day, right? Look, look, it's not. The truth is, honestly, like, I know there's gonna be haters there, right? People are gonna start thinking like, oh yeah, Dank's making extra peas. He doesn't trade. No, fuck off, man. I make my own peas, my own way. You know, I'm doing this for fucking. This is now the 48th week, 48th episode, which is what. I've done that for 6 weeks, 6, 7. I've done this for 2 months for free. You're telling me that I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life for free? I'll give out my time like an hour, 2 hours every single day, 7 days a week. You're having a laugh a little bit. I'm not being rude to anyone, but you're having a little bit of a laugh, right? But it's the real truth is, the idea behind the whole thing of this whole pay group is literally making you a better trader. Trying to because I'm getting a lot of DMs about people asking me about this range and so on, and there's loads of them, and I can't go through every one of them because I've got a life too as well. But if I have a pay group, I'm committed to it, which means that when you show me charts and you show everyone, there's like 50 people or 100 people or even 1,000 people, they're showing me charts and they want me to correct them. I'm your professor, right? If I'm your professor, you're expecting me to do a good job to help you see what needs to be seen, right? And that's the aim of it, is to make you better. It's not a signal group. So if you guys thinking it's a signal group, that I'm gonna say, yeah, put a buy over here and a stop loss over here to be targeting. No. I don't do that. I'm trying to show you how to trade, right? And that's the key thing. Okay. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, thank you. Look, Salah, I appreciate that, man. It's like, I don't hate you. You just pay groups. I get it. I know pay groups. It's a bit of a thing that people are a bit weird about. I get it. I totally understand it. But then that means you must stop following SC, right? Because he's got a pay group. Is that right? Thank you, Dank. Appreciate that, man. People don't get what the point. It's like this. It's like you want to become a doctor, right? But you have to pay university. Would you do it? You want to become an engineer, but you still gotta pay. You gotta pay the school. Would you do it? Teach a man to fish, and he'll fish forever, man. I didn't check your DMs. When? Like, if you send me a DM now, right, guys? If you guys have sent me a DM, I will check after the fucking stream, right? Because we are talking right now to the fucking YouTube public here. That's what we're doing. I think your pay group is great. Thank you, though. You know what? That's the thing, is the love that I'm getting on YouTube is by far better than Twitter. Fuck Twitter, man. I think Twitter is a full of shit. The amount of alpha I've done for what? Since cigarettes finished. Fucking hell. Okay, another one. Yeah, the amount of alpha I've done. I'm running out of cigarettes, man. I need to go and roll up soon as well. Fucking hell. Bro, I tell you something, I spent like hundreds and hundreds of pounds on fucking cigarettes. I think like £400 of cigarettes when I went on holiday in fucking Turkey and Mexico. But it's finishing off, man. This kind of sucks. Yeah, on Twitter. So on Twitter, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, literally, I can see there's numbers of thingy. I've got messages over here. I can see that. So if you go to @TraderDank, right? That's me on Twitter. You don't need to follow me. I don't really mind. but like YouTube is gonna be my main hub now. I think YouTube is definitely gonna be my main hub. Like I said, the love that I've got from YouTube has been fucking beautiful. I'm gonna have a cig. I'm gonna chat to you guys for a little bit before we go to do the BTC day trades and stuff like that. Okay. But the love has been amazing, and I just want to say thank you so much. You know what? Do you know what? Since I got such a good love from you guys, I'm definitely gonna do like an early bird discount kind of thing. So I don't know. I'll think about this. But definitely it will be capped. It will be capped. I won't bring in more numbers because I need to focus on people set by set. And I'm not after going for like 1,000 followers, 1,000 people on a paid service. I'm not after that kind of shit. I'm just after, look, even if I get 5 people or 3 people, I'm happy to spend my time. It doesn't really matter. I'm happy to spend my time, put the same energy up that you see. It's gonna be the same energy there, but better. Yeah, Twitter is great to connect. That's the thing. But the problem is, right, when it comes bear market, no one's connecting. Everyone's hating. Because since 2020, I built my account from 50 followers, August 2020, till around like December 21, like or whatever. I think it was like March 22, to 40,000 followers. And trust me, the grind that I did from 50 followers to like 10,000 was fucking mad. I was giving mad alpha. Does anyone appreciate it? Nah, they took shit in it. So fuck that in it. You know what I'm saying? Where do you think you would be with that pay group you joined SC? Ooh. If I wasn't with SC, I think I would have learned how to trade. I have that like everyone has an ability, right? And my ability is that when I look at things, right, you don't need to explain it. I just watch you I watch you do it, and I've already kind of understood it my own way. So what I think I probably would have done is I would have found another way to trade, right? Another way to learn. I was bouncing around different, like while I was with SC, I was bouncing around with different pay groups. I did pay for other pay groups as well, and I realized one thing in it, that most people just don't know how to do it. Everyone can trade in a bull market. When it comes in the bear market, they're very sketchy. You know what I'm saying? And when they're sketchy, that's when you know, like, I'm wasting money here. And I paid $250 to this account, $250 to another pay group, $200 to this pay group as well. And I thought, like, well, hang on a second, this is all bullshit. Essie's the man. He's spending his time with us, isn't it? So I do think that like I would be here no matter what. But Essie speed the process. He definitely did. He sped the process, and thank God for him. Or T-Row, do I ever go on vacation and not look at charts? That doesn't happen. Like, I went to Turkey, right? I bought a Turkish SIM card just to put internet on there so I can look at the charts. Because I was still trading. I was still doing the Danks daily trades when I was in Turkey. I was doing it in Mexico, then I got ill on the second week of it in Mexico. And because I got ill, I lost my voice. I felt very weak, so I couldn't trade, and I was off for like 4 days or something like that. I was like, I can't do it. I'm really worn out. But like, yeah, I'm very hungry. So many trolls on Twitter, 100%. You think that people will move from Twitter? It's happening right now. I think I started a thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I started a thing when I opened Dank's daily trades and I started doing these streams on a regular basis, on a daily basis. You start seeing SE does the altcoin for thingy, because he does Bitcoin for ledgers, and then he did altcoin for ledgers. You're seeing XO coming on more regularly. You know, you're seeing people coming on, and like, yes, Main was there. Yes, there was a bunch of names that was already there beforehand, but I don't know what happened. It started to pick on that people are shifting over to YouTube. I think Twitter, people are getting fed up with Twitter. I know I'm getting fed up with Twitter. I just see a lot of disrespect, and I don't like that. And I was like, look, if you have negative feedback, fine, give me your fucking feedback. But if you're gonna be disrespectful, like, remember that guy on Saturday talking shit, said, you know, like, I'm wasting people's time. Fuck out of here, man. Goodness, saying they always say to get a coach when starting trading, so a paid group is a good idea. Dude, you know what it is? Like, look, the idea of this whole group, it's like, I don't want to like the word pay group. It sounds fucking, it's like a taboo to me. It's more, I don't know what the word is, but for me, it's like, it's a system that I'm trying to build, like an organization that I'm trying to build over time, where I have the baddest of traders there that you learn from me. And if you are, and look, I'll give you an incentive. If you become sick and you become really profitable, right, I'll fund you an account. We'll do a hedge fund from the fucking Dank. We'll do a hedge fund. I'll fund your account. We'll talk about the percentage. You take about, I don't know, probably 70% of the profit at the end of the week or the end of the month. I'll take 30% of the profit, and you got, and it's my money that you're using. We can do a hedge fund. That's how big I want to go. That's how big I want to go. Does that make sense? What's going on, Jay? How's it going? Yeah, that's true, Fan Satoshi. Big difference when it comes to those who give you core services and teach you. Having a mentor is a blessing. John's in. Oh, sweet guy. T-Ro's a funny dude. Thank you, Dank. Thank you, Joel. Yeah, the hate that people get on Twitter is thingy. It's the grind you did, 100%. I know the grind. Yeah, Vegeta saw the grind, man. Vegeta followed me at fucking... Was it a 1,000 follower or less than 1,000 follower? Something like that. You saw the whole thing, the whole process. Yeah, true, Tom. Everyone's good in bull market, but few can do it in a bear market. Even in the bull market, right? Do you know when to come out? That's the question. Do you really know when to come out? Because psychologically, we get so entrapped to the idea of going up and up and up, but we don't do anything. That's the problem there. Shit, Joel saying, I learned at work in the city to trade markets, but did IM Academy more recently for a refresh bit, and also did the 360. Good man. How's that going for you there? Do you also do... Yeah, I do loads of lower time frame scalps. Ask these guys. Guys, tell Elaine Wog 1. On what time frame... remember the scalp that I did? On what second time frame did I do it? Just let Elaine know, so you can know how good I am. Yeah, I taught AM17. You follow his trade and he smashes it. Yeah, in Crypto Mac. AM17 and Crypto Mac. I spent 3 full months with them non-stop. Literally, I didn't trade in that 3 months. I didn't do any... I did minimal trades, right? Because I need to, keep my head balanced in terms of paying for rent, or not rent, mortgage, bills and whatnot. I did very minimal trading, and I spend more time with them. They're good. They're good. I mean, there's a lot to improve from them. But like the problem was, I'll be honest with you. Like, look, the key is this: if you don't show me consistency, then I'm not gonna give that back to you. I don't think I should suck your dick. Like, literally pull your trousers down and I'm not gonna do that, man. Like, fuck that. Like, fucking choke on that shit. And I felt like that's what was happening towards the end. Because there was no updates from them. They become very complacent as well. And the moment you become complacent, like, I think it's you. I don't want you to waste your money. I don't like for those two, their family in it. I did it for free. 3 months. Who's gonna give 3 months of your fucking time to teach these people? Teach to 2 family members. I don't even teach my own blood brother. I've got my own blood brother. I haven't taught him, but he's a phenomenal trader, though. I gotta say, he's a very, very good trader. Like, he's got his own style. It's really, really good. He doesn't do Twitter or anything like that. He's a very, very good trader, though. I gotta say, very highly, like, he's a profitable guy as well. So shout out to my bro. But yeah, AM and Mac, they do well. They do well. You can see the trades on Twitter. These are 2 that I taught them. But anyway, so that's what I've done. Let's have a look. I think Twitter is connecting. That's true, Tom. So XO and SE doing a combined show every 2 weeks starting this Thursday. Yeah, that's what the thing is. Is they're that busy. XO and SE are that busy that to get a hold of SE is not easy. To get him on the stream for like 15 minutes is not easy. He does it for free. I mean, like, I'm not gonna pay people to come on the stream. If you want to come on, you come on. But like, and it's one of those If he jumps on, he jumps on in it, right? Like, he will randomly come into the chat. You guys have seen it, and he will literally just like, and if it's free, I could like, yo, jump on in it, and he will jump on. We have a closed Telegram, closed Twitter, and Discord. Toxicity on Twitter. Dank membership. Let's saying learn the TA with a badass mentor. Thank you, man. VIP group. A VIP group is a better name. Call it Denk's Corner. Ooh, I like that. Amazon a fucking little smart thing there, Amma. Let's say learn the TA with a badass mentor. Hedge funds could be huge, yeah. That's what I want to do. I want to build a hedge fund. It gives you an opportunity as well to actually play with bigger money. Because the question is, how many of you guys will actually play with 50k? If you're risking $1,000, right, every like on every trade, the chances are most of you guys don't have the chance to actually play with 50k. And as you get better and it's more profitable, I'll give you more money. I'll throw in another 50k. Let's make it 100k. So that's 2k risk. And if you make, like, I don't know, let's say you make in a week, you make a 5-hour move, right, on a 50k account, that's 5k. You're walking away with what, 4 grand, 3.5 grand in your pocket. That's yours. and I'll just keep the rest for me, and we leave the account as 50k, and we just carry on. Yeah, Vegeta's a good guy, man. Shout out to Vegeta as well. Yeah, everyone's saying, see, even Salal, fucking, my name is 15, no, not 15 minutes, 15 seconds, motherfucker. 15 seconds, man. Bro, I was killing it on fucking 15 seconds. Bro, the best one, I won't show you guys. That's a whole different thing. The best one is like trading on a on a 1 second. That's fucking mental, dude. But yeah, anyway, let's fucking get back to work, man. Fucking been chatting too much here. Too much chatting away. Fucking let's go BTC. So we're breaking down a little bit. That's all good. Happy days, whatever. So I know in BTC, this is what we got here. Let's go on the 15 minutes because we're looking for day trades now. So we discussed that the monthly open is going to be the key. So we know this is resistance over here. So when we come back down, this will have to be support. Okay. So resistance has now flipped to support, right? So if by any chance price decides to dip back down, no problem, right? Let it do its thing. We've got all this invalidation there. We know we've got a range band environment that we're playing in. Where's the range band environment? This area here, right? So this area here is this range band environment that we're playing in, okay? The mid range is going to sit around approximately here, okay? Which lines in quite perfectly with this. You see that consolidation that's happened there? This area, can you guys see? I know things have just shifted a little bit there. See this consolidation over here? We found resistance over here, so I don't mind. I don't really mind. Oh, fuck off! I fucked it up, didn't I? Yeah. So I don't mind if price comes back into this area here. Try and do 50%. 50% around here. So now we're stepping into this range band environment, right? This is the range band environment. We're now stepping into it because the candle at the moment, as you can see, is definitely into this area here, right? So let it do its thing, right? So we're just gonna focus on this little area, this little PA here. That's what we're gonna do. Try and fucking move this around. There. Battery. 1 second. I'm taking a shot on the camera battery. Fucking timed it really well, didn't he? Fucking Nick. One second, guys. USB streaming. Cool, we're back. Leverage, to be honest, I use 10%. It's not about leverage because the thing is, you have to remember when you increase your leverage, right? Your liquidation. So if I have, let's say like if I have a 10% leverage, right, and I enter trade here, for example, my liquidation level might be around over here, right? If I do a 25% leverage, right, my liquidation might be over here, around here, over here. If I do a 50% move, my liquidation, this is all entering in this area here, my liquidation might be over here, right? If I use 100%, right, my liquidation might be around here. So it depends. Look, for me, I always use 10%. The reason when you use for leverage, leveraging is basically you're saying you're borrowing money, extra money, because it's not a one-to-one situation here. So if I'm using 10x, I'm borrowing people I'm borrowing money off the like Delta exchange, for example. Like if I'm risking $1,000, right, I'm asking, can I borrow 10 grand off you? That's what I'm saying to them. And the more money that you borrow from people, well, the less likely they're gonna they're gonna say, well, we need to mitigate our losses by increasing your liquidation, so you get cut out no matter what, so you don't let them, they can't go down to zero, right? So that's where liquidation comes down to. I wouldn't focus on leveraging. I always use 10%. And the reason why is that, like, look, I don't give a shit if my stop loss is here. I know, like, if the liquidation is here, if I'm wrong over here, for example, it will stop me out. I don't give a shit about that, because you don't want to have your stop losses just above your liquidation, because sometimes, let's say like your liquidation is over here and your stop loss is over here. Sometimes what happens, if you get a fast nuke, right, instead of stopping you out over here, it stops you out the liquidation and it liquidates your account. You don't want that, right? So I'd say that be very safe. Don't worry about how many X's. 10x is a very good number in my opinion. The lower the number, the better, to be honest, right? And because look, you're not going to take about 7-8 trades in one go. You probably take about 2 or 3. I mean, a maximum I'll take about 2 or 3 trades at the same any given time. And so that's what it is. Okay, does that make sense? All right, yeah, 10x is good. So anyway, so the trade is this, right? So now we're stepping back into this range. We drew this out. I mean, you can put a stop loss here. I mean, if we start going back in here and start breaking down, you know what? I don't like this, man. I really don't like this. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna fucking do it with a Fibonacci actually, because that's pissing me off. So I'll use this high to around this low. To me, yeah, that makes sense. And let me change this color. I'm gonna make this as red. All right, so we know what's going on. I'll use this one. Nah, just keep concise. Keep it really concise and stuff like that. Okay, nothing too fancy. We're gonna keep it concise. Anyway, I just don't like it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me try and figure out if I can get a range on this one. Let me delete this. Give me a second. Let me talk about a plan. So my range bound environment is, that's definitely the high there. Low here. Yeah, it looks like it. That's it. That's definitely it. All right, so on the 15 minutes, right, it changes this whole perspective over here. No problem. So look at what's happening here now. Will I long it? Will I short it? Not really yet, right? For me, I need some sort of confirmation now. I need to see how price is going to react now. Okay, so bring this to the side a bit more. Okay, cool. Now let it do its thing, whatever it wants to do, right? If it wants to come down here, the moment it reclaims it, so let's just say, like the bearish scenario is this, right? Is that we come back down, right? And well, let's do a pullback, right? Comes into this area here, comes back into this area, into the range high, breaks down. That to me is my trigger to go down to 25% mid-range. From the mid-range, see how we react, go break down. That'll be the next set of targets, and that'll be the next set of targets there. All right. So we got the 25%. So for me, on a range bound environment, so targets would be a 24k, 24.2475, 24075, and then we got 23.94, and then we got 23.8, and then we got 23.6. That's how close to the range we're gonna play. And then if we lose this level here, then I can say, yeah, let's play back to this level here, 25%, the 75% of the weekly range we talked about in the beginning, and looking to go into monthly open, and that's it. Because I'm expecting support to happen at the monthly open to go for longs. That's what I'm looking for, right? Now let's just say we'll focus on this area here. Monday started off really well. We're now in I think we're London. We're coming to New York now, so we're gonna get some more volatility. Because why? London and New York is overlapping. Now, if I want to go short, right, I need to see how this works out now, right? If I want to go short, for me to enter a clear short, right, because I'll be taking profits at the range high on in Ethereum, but I'm gonna watch this at the same time. See this area here, right? This area to me is a bit of a key factor. Why? It's a consolidation in this area, right? So anything that happens, and we've got a thin movement all the way there that we got to fill out. Not this, yeah, all this move has been filled out by this wick, but this thin movement hasn't been filled out. So I'm expecting price to push up. So he can do whatever he wants to do. He pops into it, right? When he pops into it, let it do its thing. Breaks down, right? Once it breaks down, to me, this will then be my entry for a short, and then see how we react at this level. If we hold it as support, I cut the trade, right? But if we lose this level, we're back in the range bound environment of the 3 weeks range, and we try and fill out all these thin movements over here. Well, first thing first is fill out this move and fill out this move here, and then we can play it level to level, which I talked about this range there, and then we can overlap this trade with this trade that I showed you a couple of seconds ago, and then looking for monthly open. From monthly open, we'll see what happens. Could it happen in one day? Well, it could. It could, right? I don't see why not. But this is, crypto is very fucking volatile. But that's really it. That's it. Would I go long now? No fucking way, because it's fucking. You see this move? This is a sharp push up, right? I mean, is the push up done? We'll find out the moment it gets below the mid range. You can play it back into 25% of the range and then range low. See if we get a breakdown going into the 75% of the macro to the monthly open. That's all it is. Does that make sense, guys? Is literally looking at lower time frames just to try and snipe out a few things here and there. Yeah, so I'm gonna say I use 10x leverage on 25% of my account. So let's say I have $500, I only use 125 and try to compound with the opportunity arises. So could you map out a fib of the recent leg up? Which one? Which leg? Because there's a number of legs here we got, right? Are you talking about? Let me delete this. Are you talking about this leg from this is leg number 1? Are you talking about leg number 2? Or are you talking about fucking leg number 3? Which one are you talking about? 1, 2, or 3? Guys, Nick's saying, guys, use leverage to control your risk, but not to necessarily increase it. You can use a hammer to build a house or hit yourself in the head with it. 100% is right with that. And careful when using high leverage on shitcoin. Some move can move 10% in 1 week. Oh yeah, big time. Leg number 2. So you're talking about leg number 2. Let's have a look. Let's go on 4 hours. Leg number 2. Let's go on the daily first. So leg number 2 consists of what day? On the 4th of August. The 4th of August is what? Oh, that was when the fucking what you call it did. The NFP. NFP is there. But to be honest, the really is. It came at support at this weekly range. That's what leg number 2 did. I mean, if I were to draw Fibonacci of this to where we are, you can't really see it. You have to use this high to this low there, and you can see. So what I'm using, right? I'm using a Fibonacci from this low to this high over here. That's what I'm using there, right? And we're capped in this little area here, so it's quite focused, and you can see the mid range has been smashed above, which means, right? Remember that plan that I had of the charts on the 15 minutes, on the 1 hour, right? So let me try and overlap that mid range and see what happens. Fibonacci, this low, this. It doesn't give it to me. Okay, cool. It doesn't give it to me. So yeah, it's literally, there's 2 things behind it, right? Number 1, right, is that the leg that you're talking about is that this is the high and this is the low 3 weeks ago, right? And we've held support over here, right? Support here, and if we were to look at a market structure, because we got a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, then we made this is the low, right? Then what happened was we start making this the low. We don't make a high yet. We come back down, we shoot up, and now we've broken market structure. So any dip into this area here. So if I were to draw this out, right? So if I say this is the high, and it dip into this area, come into the mid range, hold above it. That's a long for me. Going back to target 1, target 2, and then target 3. These are my targets there. Does that make a bit of sense to you, Raw? Monthly open is the key, right? Remember what I say to you. Above the monthly open, yo, motherfucking rap go, what's going on, brother? Good to have you here. When it comes to fucking the chart itself, right? I always say this all the time, every single time, and this is free, right? Monthly open, you gotta mark this out, because you know that now if I were to draw just off my head, right, I can draw this out. This is the body of the candle. This is the wick of the candle, right? Sorry, that's the base of the candle. That's the wick of the candle. What we've done so far is made the body like this. So far, we made a tiny ass wick here. It's like a fucking, peekaboo kind of thing. But that's what the monthly looks like right now, right? And as we look, we're looking to expand it on the upside, right? As long this holds. If we get back below it, then we have to start looking for shorts, putting it back down to these areas here and whatnot. Okay. So in the meantime, above the monthly open is bullish. Below the monthly open is bearish. Okay. Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. We're gonna get hit target there. 7 hours coming up, inshallah. So yeah, I mean, again, same thing with Ethereum. There's not much to talk about in Ethereum. I feel like I'm losing a bit more lines, I ain't gonna lie to you. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm definitely losing a bit of lines. 1 day. Quarterly. I need to put one more line here. So let me get this, copy this, paste this, and then use it over here. And that's range low. I don't know why that's all it's spreading out over there. Shouldn't do. My chart's a bit neater, you know what I'm saying? That yellow open's been bugging me. We haven't retested it. But anyway. So looking at the fucking charts as it is, right? I mean, I've got a long there, so I'm leaning towards the longs there. So we're looking to see what happens here. Once we take out this higher? This is a range bound environment, right? So literally with Ethereum, in terms of the view, right? You see this level here that we got on the 4 hours. See this level that we got here? This was a key point over here. It was support, 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 lost it. We come into this area, then we lost it again. If we take out these highs and hold above it, what does that mean? What does this area mean? It's a deviation, right? So basically, Tyrone slapped your girl's ass, and you fucking let it get away, right? And it deviates back into the range, and then we start talking about what's happened next. So looking at this on the short time frame, all right, let's have a look. I want to see, right? Because look, I was saying to you, this is a lower low, right? This is a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We're making bullish market structure. What happens over here now, right? Although I'm bullish, right? No matter what happens here, this is going to be my key factor. I've got my TP over here. I don't care if we smash above it and reclaiming a lot more higher. I can always play another set of trades off this kind of scenario, and that'll be my trigger. Yes, I don't have my entries here, but I've bagged my profits. But what's going to happen is, because this is the high over here, right? This is last week's high, not last week's high. This was the high on a range bound environment. Once we take out the high, I want to see how we react. If we get back up below it, right, now is a shorting opportunity for me to go back to 25%. The monthly open comes into here. That's the monthly open. And then I'll be playing it to 25%. And then that'll be second target, which is 1700 level, which is the range low, the macro range low. And that'll be the third target there, looking to squeeze into monthly open. That's how I'll be looking for. So level to level, which is from high to 75 to mid. That's what I'm looking for. That's if this happens. If a deviation happens and we cause this kind of PA, I'll play it like that. All right. If that's the thing, the bearish play. Now, if I were to be bearish right now, I mean, I can't be bearish at all. 15 minutes. Sorry. Okay, now I'm just showing off 15 seconds, 15 minutes. Let's go on 10. I mean, you can see this right now, actually. Look at this. What's happening right here? We're calling up. Let me delete all this. Can you see that we're calling up right now? Look what happened here, right? So look at the price action here. We called up here and we popped up, right? We then called up a little bit more. We popped up. We called again and we popped up. We're starting to call again and looking to pop up. You see how this is what happens with bullish market structure. We get some sort of coiling, and the moment we get a pop up above the trend line, that's your long stop loss off the low itself, and then we play it level to level. Okay, so it is showing to me that it's a potential pop up is going to happen. How strong of a pop up, I don't know, but for me, all I really give a damn right now is that 1784 level. That's 1784 level. That's all I give a damn about. So that's the shorting scenario. If I want to go long and we break above it, now I need to find out another range. What ranges are we playing in? We've got 4 hours. Right? Because we're going to start preparing ourselves for the next leg up now. So, yeah. So the range that we're going to have to start playing is this. From this low here to this high over here. That's what I'll be looking for. That's what I give a shit about. And if we start to bring this out over here, the number I've got is 2115. Okay, 2115. Let's have a look. Coordinates. So we know we got another set of range over here. Why? Look at this. Just focusing on this range, you can see the low, the high, resistance, deviation, resistance, support on the mid range, deviates it, support, support, loses it, back into range low. Once it got to range low, we did a deviation, come over there, pop into mid range, does a deviation, resistance, goes back to range low, deviates it, comes into 25%, deviates to 25%, back to range low, and that's all deviation. And then it sells off. Eventually, it sells off, and it does so. Just like how we did the so we know that's a range band environment which lasted for about what, fucking a month really. This is a month worth of range band environment, so we know that this is going to be another factor going into future prospect now. So can price do something like this, for example? Let's say on the 1 hour. Can price do something like this? Pop up into this area, find resistance, break down, and do this. That's not a problem. Well, if it does that, then I'll enter the trade, look for a short 25% to mid range, and then we'll see what happens. But if I want to go for longs, right, I'll have to start seeing either we come into this area to the mid range, to the monthly open, hold above it, then they'll go to 25 from the mid range. That'll be my entry, right? My stop loss will be around here, for example, and then it'll be 25%, 25% to range high. Now, let's just say price decides to say, you know what, fuck you, right? I don't give a damn about you guys, right? I'm gonna go a lot more higher. How do we play this? Well, we literally play the next range. We already know this is the mid range. We know this is the range low. So once it pops into it, they do its thing, whatever it wants to do, hauls into the range low, right? Especially when it does this. This is your confirmation. This is your confirmation. For me, this will be like an entry right here, right? So your confirmation is right here. Then you play to 25% of the range, see how it happens, and then look for the mid range. And that's all you're doing. You're playing from 1800 to 1959, and it doesn't matter. And then we make another plan for tomorrow. Does that make sense there, guys? Oh, Robin, we did some a lot. We did quite a lot today. Dang, I have a question. We've been in a range for the whole of last week and only broken out of it today. So it would make sense to at least rip and take out previous highs. Yes, that's why I've got that my stop loss over there. So for Ethereum, which is why I'm not taking any trade just yet. Trade scenario. Sorry about that. Trade scenarios are like happened during Asia. Asia was when the time of this of the whole pump itself. So now looks like London is actually causing some sort of consolidation right here. From London, from like 9 o'clock, the opens over here. We're doing consolidation in London. In the New York time, which will happen about 1, 2 o'clock. We'll see, do we get up and make higher highs and whatever, or do we break down, come down a lot more lower? So that, which is why I picked my time at 10:15. I picked my time at 10:15. Why? Because when in the middle of smack of London, Asia's done. We can use those two time frames to overlap like a trade scenario. And then we're looking for potentially looking for New York, and New York does a lot of plays for us. So someone's saying, Tiro saying, sorry, let me go back up. That quarterly ETH down candle is terrifying. Yeah, it's scary, but look, the thing is, if we make an up candle on the quarterly, you wouldn't think that because you're focusing on the smaller time frame. Then when it comes to like on the weekends, on a Sunday, I'm doing the market outlook for you guys as well. Thank you for critique for blocking that bitch out. So ES is pushing higher. I think we can see some more rally into Wednesday CPI. What's ES doing? Any questions? Yeah. So ES during Asia came back into this area here, into this range band environment over there. So if we were to reclaim this area here, for example, reclaim this level, this will be my confirmation, targeting mid-range. And then my stop loss, I'll place it around here. Example. So ES is looking quite strong. Dollar is breaking down. So that's ES there for you. I mean, ES is, look, in terms of ES, I'll be honest with you. If we are, we're holding this low over here. See this low over there? This low here. Support, deviation, come back down, resistance, deviation, come back down, resistance, come up, hold it, support, off we go. So it's a pivotal level. That's an SR, right? That's an SR, and we're holding that SR as all happy days, right? And I was saying that if we lose the SR, right, I'll look for shorts to go back down to this area here. the fact that we're pushing up, I think Bitcoin's pushing up and Ethereum's going to push up, it's all good. Now we're going to look at dollar index as well. So from the mid range, we play it level to level. What happens then? I can see us coming to this area here. You see this area here? This is going to be a key factor, right? Because price can come back up, pop into this area here, and if it does this and then breaks down below here, this will now give me a confirmation for me to enter shorts. Playing it to this level, lose this level, go a lot more lower. Okay, so that's going to be a key factor. Why? You see this area of consolidation over here is resistance, 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 off we go. So there are stops, there are equal high stops over here that needs to be taken out. So I can see us popping into it and then breaking down, right? And then we see how this mid-range holds, which means that I need to see this kind of price action, a breakdown below the mid-range for me to start saying your absolute confirmation is below this SR. Once we get this below this SR, you know it's over. Back down, play that back down. Okay, that's ES for me. Dollar's looking. I've been saying dollar's bearish. We've broken the trend line, and I'm looking for this area here. Well, first I'd say we need to come into this area. This is the area that I can see us coming down because we're losing the trend line. It was support here. It was all support here. It was support here. It was a bit of a deviation here. Then we lost it, resistance, and we didn't retest it, but it's showing, it's curving off now. Look how like price went up, 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 and it's not holding it. It's now losing it slowly, and it's gonna do this. So, oops. So we just literally gotta play it level to level. So in terms of this, right, what I'd say is, see this mid range over here, lose this range low over here, break down, take out this low here. This is your confirmation. Target 1. Target 2, looking to come down here. This is an area of consolidation which I expect a price reaction. I can see us do something like this. So we do whatever it wants to do. Once it comes back into this area, react of this area, and then I would like to see it come into this area here. Okay, so dollar is bearish. They are saying that the dollar is in recession. So sorry about that. Oh shit. So the dollar's in recession. If the dollar's in recession, that means the dollar's going to go down. If the dollar's going to go down, theoretically, ES goes up. And ES goes up, and Nasdaq goes up, and Dow goes up. Guess what? Bitcoin goes up. Ethereum goes up. Your alts go up. Your BAT's going to go up. We fucking go up. You know what I'm saying? That's all of it right now. Any thoughts on lower time frame scalps? Nah, not right now. Not after this move. After this move that's happened. Let me have a look. Volatile scalp, right? Let's have a look. Okay, we've got something going on here. Let's have a look at this. 15 minutes. Okay, it's a scalp right now. Fuck it now. Yeah, it's a scalp right now. For me right now, it looks bearish on a lower time frame. So this is the first leg up, right? So if I do a nudge from this low here to this high here, what's happened? Yeah, it looks like it definitely does look like a scalp right now. Now let's have a look. Let's highlight some more shit now. So that's breaking down. If he does something like this, pops back up, breaks down. I like to enter here, stop loss over here, playing it back down to take out this area here. That'll be target 1, taking out target 2, looking at these lows over here, and potentially trying to squeeze into this area and this area here. So that's what I'm looking for right now. If I were to scalp it, that's one. Let's have a look. What's going on? Yep. So it's showing heaviness already. So we might not get a full pullback over here. What can happen, I think, most likely is going to happen now, because this is the range high. Remember, I pull back into this area, break down. I'll say I'll enter a trade. I'll keep a wide stop loss because your invalidation is over there. If you want to be aggressive, you'd be over here, and you'd be playing it down to this. So if I were to draw levels out for you guys, targets would be up here. Target 1, that would be target 2, target 3. Looking for target 4 and 5. That's how, these are the areas I'm looking for. So I'll be looking for something like this. So break down, come into this area, come into this, do that. What happens next? I don't give a shit. I know this is the range low, but I'm looking for a scalp. So this as it is, like if I were to enter a trade, oops, fucking out, man. So this low here, and this over here, and over here, was it? Yeah, around there. Yeah, around there. Let's call it there. What's that? The trade right now on a shorting right here. Stop loss above here. It's potential. It's not a bad move actually. So it's a 2-hour trade that we're looking for. I mean, the first move I can see us coming into is right 0.3, 0.6, 0.9. They're equal moves. You can see how that's an equal move there. 1.4 and then 1.9. So we'll see how it goes. That's the plan for scalps actually. I mean, ideally, at a very minimum, if it comes up to here, it'll be all right. And I'll keep a hard stopper there. If you want to keep it aggressive, right, it'll be over here. And that's a really good trade. But that's when you get quite good with your stop loss. It all comes down to how good are you on your stop losses, and you gotta monitor it there. So hopefully that helps out. Oh, fucking hell. I know the camera's just giving up on me. Yeah, the camera's giving up on me, so really apologize for that. But yeah, that's really scalp. I'm gonna have to bounce though. I know you guys want some scalp on ETH. Oh fucking hell! What is ETH doing quickly? Let's have a look. So if I do a Fibonacci here, this low to this high here, right? Let me draw my lines. This is the high. Oh, fuck off. There we go. This is the high there. That's 25%. Mid range. 75%. Range low. Okay, so that's the level we got here. Okay, so if I just fucking delete all this now, oh, that's better. Fucking no, that was ugly. Okay, so if I want to scalp, see this area here, causing a bit of a problem there. This was now my trigger over here to enter a trade for a stop loss over here. I can see it like this, alright? So I can enter here right now, looking for targeting around the mid range. Even here, that's a better thing. That's a lot better of a fucking trade here. 1 second there. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm half thinking of entering a trade on the scalp, you know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm half thinking that, you know. Trying to work it out. Shifting a little bit here. Okay. I mean, got this though. Same time, you see this level here. This is confirmation. Lose this level here. See confirmation play back down to target 1, and then we fill out all this inefficiency, and that'll be target 2. That's what I would say. This is your confirmation. You can enter now with a stop loss over here. Your confirmation is over here because we break the trend line, and look where we are right now. You can see that we are testing that trend line there. The moment if we step back up, right, and then lose the trend line, same shit really. Play it back to 25% range low, and if we lose the range low, then I'll play it back down to this high over here, taking that to 25%, and then maybe come into where's the monthly open actually? Here you go. So remember this range over here? We can come into this area. It's a scalp, so I won't be in for too long. I'll try to actually cut the trade as soon as possible, but that's what I'll be looking for. Okay. Hopefully, say the line SC. London, isn't it in Europe? Yeah, it is. But I call it London Open. Then we got New York Open, and the Asian one as well. So, because the reason why the banks of England is it's the capital. It's the capital really. You can call it as that. It's the power behind the time frame. Like even in the you can have France or Germany, whatever. But the main power, like look, if you look at the superpower of the countries of the world, right? The original superpower of the country, like no disrespect to any of the Europeans out there, but say what you want to say, it's fucking UK in it. The UK was the king of was an empire in its own self. There were the global thing, like the global country that went to dominate the world, right? It went to freaking Asia, you went to America, you went to fucking even to my country, Mauritius as well. And like if you look at the French, they went south to Africa. That's why the African countries can speak French. It's like in Mauritius, it's part of the African continent. We speak French. We speak French over there in Mauritius. But when the English came over to beat the French, they fucked the French up. And even in the World War II, the powerhouse was the British. They were the ones who actually had the most power. The currency of pound sterling had the most value, right? So like that's why a lot of us traders will say London open or London close or something like that. We had the Dutch in South Africa. You Dutch came to fucking my country, you ate all my fucking dodo birds. I'm messing. But yeah, the Dutch. Yeah, there we go. Broken it there. So I did say to you like it's a valid trade with a stop loss over here. So if you already entered it, happy days. If you haven't entered it, well, literally, you know what it is. This is the trend line that we got over here. Any retest. I mean, maybe a retest of this fucking here itself. Come back up there, and then I can enter, and I put my stop loss over here. All right, so or you could put hard stop over here. To be honest, this here is aggressive, so hard stop will be over here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. But yeah, the Dutch, right? Because they were very known for pirates, innit? They were the pirates of the fucking Caribbean, and they came to Mauritius like years and years ago, like hundreds of years ago. And Mauritius was rich of ebony tree, and what was special about ebony tree is the hardest wood in the world. So I think we got one. It's the oldest ebony tree in Mauritius. It's about like I think 700 years old or some shit like that. It's in a place called Pamplemousse, and it's the hardest. And so what were the pirates were doing? They were cutting down ebony trees all across Mauritius, right, and to repair their boats, and they were storing their gold and all their fucking loot in Mauritius as well. So like it's in the museum and everything like that because we dug it up and shit. But it's mad though. It's fucking mad. But we fucked the British up. Couldn't survive the African heat. Man, the African heat. I don't know, man. It's another level. We had the Dutch in South Africa. I want to know about this, bro. UK took over the world. We were top 7, baby. What a geezer. It's hilarious if you think how small we. Yeah, it's true. It's mad. But do you know what it is? I'll tell you something though. Right. I don't know about how much you know about the Queen, right? The Queen, like Queen Elizabeth II, right? She played a phenomenal play in the whole Commonwealth. If you guys don't know what the Commonwealth is, right? The Commonwealth is basically a bunch of like countries which was under the jurisdiction of the UK, and it was. Oh, here we go. Fucking send it off now. That's all good. But yeah, it's under the jurisdiction of the UK. And so the UK were funding like schools and shit. Like Mauritius was part of the Commonwealth. Commonwealth, and the Queen Elizabeth II, what she would do is send funding to children in Mauritius. So like people like my parents and my parents' friends and stuff like that, they had like every single day they had bread for free and milk for free. So because it was very 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 malnourished as well, and so the Queen, the shout out to the Queen, man, she fucking saved a lot of people though. I ain't gonna lie to you, gave education to people as well. So that's where public health came in, public school came in as well. Free public school came in. Otherwise, it was tough. You know what I'm saying? In those times, they weren't going to school. They were fucking working and shit. 1652, the Dutch landed in South Africa. Oh shit! Was part of their trade route on the way to India. Ah, so that means they went to South Africa and went to Mauritius. That's what will happen. Because they were going to India, yeah, when they were passing over to Mauritius, and then when they would come back, they will fucking pass Mauritius, repair the boats, and then probably went to you guys. Ain't no AC in Africa. Fuck it. No, there is AC in Africa, but go outside, fam. Fucking, you're sweating your balls off and shit, man. You know your bum crack, right? You know you got some hairs over there. You ever felt like sweat dripping off it? Go to Africa. You tell me. But listen, guys, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. It's been a fucking pleasure, man. But we'll see what happens, all right? To India and Indonesia. But yeah, West Africa. But yeah, I'll call you guys. I'll chat to you guys soon. Remember, let it react. Let it react. It is a valid trade off of a stop loss here. You're wrong there. If price comes up and swings it and go a lot more higher, well, it's like I'm taking your profits here. You know, it's a fight in it. but we'll see what happens. If you start breaking down, right, lose it slow. That's your confirmation. Off you go. We got the fucking plans for the scalps and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Love you guys as well, man. Take care of all you champs. It's been a real pleasure, and I hope to catch you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you then. All right. Take care. Love.